But like I said earlier, the tree can survive by preserving, protecting the other parts of its body. So juniper here in Arizona can live hundreds, if not thousands of years because of these cool adaptations. There are currently problems in conservation and preservation. Here in the western United States, we are currently in the middle of a water crisis, and all of our reservoirs that have been supplying the water for the cities, for the farms, for the livestock, they're at historic lows. A lot of our reservoirs rely on snow melt, but right now we're not just getting less snow, but it's also getting warmer faster. Probably the first step is just being conscious of using water. When you're brushing your teeth in the morning, do you have to have the water constantly running while you're doing the brushing? Or can you get your toothbrush a little wet, do a little brushing? Same is true for like washing your hands, washing your car, washing your dishes. And even though it's very small scale with the individual, collectively, we could all potentially make a dent in our water usage. And then also in agriculture, there could be better practices. Currently, a lot of farms use flood irrigation. Just flood the entire field and let the plants do with the water they can, and then the rest of the water runs off and evaporates. Whereas if we made like better irrigation, we had better farming techniques where we produced similar amounts of yield but with less water, I think that could go a long way in helping to reduce our need for the reservoirs. But at the same time, you know, we've built cities and civilizations in the desert. Many people have done that before us. Ancestors of the Hopi, the Puebloan people, the indigenous people who have lived here on the Colorado Plateau, and they learned over time how to not overuse the land. And it points to times in the past where civilizations have dealt with water crises and droughts and failing agriculture. And I think we can learn a lot by looking at that history and trying to figure out how our civilization is going to move forward into the 21st century. Right now, we are standing at the center of an old dormant volcano. This is called Red Mountain, and it is one of many cinder cones in the San Francisco volcanic field. But unlike our other cinder cones, this one has an exposed amphitheater that you can hike right into the center of. Now, why is this open is a big mystery in geology. There are many different theories about what formed Red Mountain and how the amphitheater got exposed. But from what I've learned, millions of years ago when the area was erupting, we had a fountain of lava shooting out of a volcanic vent into the air. These lava fountains spew up hot molten rock. As that molten rock rains down to the ground, it cools off and it creates a pile of volcanic cinder. And that's what we call a cinder cone. But usually the cones form right around the vent they're erupting from. But here, our volcanic vent is on the other side of this mountain. So something was occurring that pushed the lava fountain from the vent it erupted at over to the north.